you're using AI, you're going to lose the game of relationship capital. This show is deep, it's raw, and it's real. So you better buckle up. And with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM. Welcome to another of the Making of a DM. You are the deal maker and dream maker of your life. As I'm sitting here, beautiful day in Florida. Just dropped the kids off over at our country club. They do a kids camp. They'll be there next couple days just hanging out. But I was thinking about you guys. Wanted to take some time here because I get so many questions about AI, using AI to follow up, to create leads, to write book, all this shit. We're going to talk a lot about that today and my thoughts on this. Today's a little bit of an unplugged session. I've been thinking about this. I had a couple conversations earlier today, and there's a lot of anxiety around it. And hopefully I can help you guys here a little bit. But as I'm sitting here, I just want to let you guys know how much I appreciate you. You as a listener, knowledging up, learning the game, bettering yourself. You know, maybe you could be watching TV, maybe you could be watching sports, maybe you could be watching, hanging out with your buddies, getting a couple beers or whatever you guys do. There's a lot of things. I wish this existed when I was in the game in the beginning or midstream. Shit, I still listen to podcast shows. I listened to over an hour today already on my walk. But as I'm talking to you, I just want to let you know, we don't run ads here. I don't do any of this goofy stuff. I simply just ask if you know someone or something that this information could help them, or you want to plant seeds with them, share the show. Connect with them. Like, yo, man, this DM guy, he's fucking crazy. He's yelling around, but the shit he's saying is real. It's authentic. It's genuine. He's coming from a good place. There's nothing to buy. Check it out. Click here. I do this with my wife and my buddies. I think I've told you guys this in the past. Like, if I'm listening to a show and something hits, I pause it. I share the show via text or email and say, hey, check it out. Minute 22 to 23. Very powerful statement, thought, blah, blah, blah. What I'm trying to do is, one, there's a lot of things happening there. One, you're sharing the show. Two, you're actually planting the seed, letting someone know that you're thinking about them intentionally. Like, yo, man, like you and I were just talking about this last week. Check this out. This guy's saying the same thing. We're onto something or whatever. So don't underestimate the power of sharing the show. We could run ads. We could, send email. I mean, there's a million things we can do, and we do some of this stuff. But also sharing the show. There's someone out there that's sitting there thinking they're doing everything wrong because they're watching these Instagram influencers that don't have dick knowledge about business, but talking about business, and they're being misled. So they think that they're doing everything wrong when they're doing most of it right. They just need a couple edits. You could be the one to save them. You could be the one to help them, not by knowing it, but by sharing it. It's very simple, very powerful, and actually is good positioning for you. So to let your buddies know, like, yo, man, I got your back. So today's a big day. Like I said, let's talk about AI. This show might be 5 minutes, it might be 15 minutes or 50 minutes. I don't know. I'm just gonna go unplugged, as if you're sitting here in the office and we're talking back and forth. So artificial intelligence. Everyone talks about this shit. I have partners in other companies like AI. I'm like, dude, cool. AI is cool, but tell me how much money you've made with AI. Tell me what it's doing in productivity for you in AI. Because I'm looking at the business numbers. Nothing's changing except all you do is fucking talk about AI. The only thing I see changing is the numbers are plateauing or going down because you're unfocused. See, the thing is, once it's catchy, once everyone says the same shit, people tend to think the more they talk about it, the more it's going to work. That's not always the case. Actually, it's never the case because you got to be focused. Now, I'm not against AI 100%. I'm just saying matter of when. When are you plugging the shit in there? I'm personally never going to learn it to do it, but I'd hire people to do it. But I'm further down the path maybe. Maybe I have almost 28 years in the game, have a couple bucks. I could definitely hand it off, hire people to help me out, etc. I'm still not doing that shit, truthfully, because right now in 2024, I think it's one of the biggest distractions that's going to hurt a lot of businesses. You're going to wake up, if you haven't already woken up, and say, God damn it, I just wasted 3 months, 3 years, 30 days, whatever amount of time on this AI bullshit. Everyone's I got AI technology. Dude, what does it mean? If you got it, what's it produce? So A lot of people are using AI bots to connect, communicate on social media, to create posts, to create all this stuff. Cool. But the thing is, in business, I have a lot of bones to pick on this, but like AI and email even. In my business, I'm in the personal relationship business. Me, Mark Evans. I want to genuinely connect with human beings. If AI is connecting with you, picture you and I. You've been messaging me for 3 years, and I'm using an AI bot, and we're going back and forth. We're carrying on real conversation. It's my voice. It sounds like me. It looks like me, but it's fucking AI. 3 years later, you come to one of my birthday bash events. You invest $1,000 or $2,000, whatever it is at that time, and you meet me, and you're like, dude, holy shit. Thank you so much. And I'm looking at you like, who the hell is this guy talking to me? Right? Obviously, you're at the event, so you're there, but I don't know your name. I don't know your story. I don't know what we've said over the last 3 years because it wasn't me saying anything to you. To me, that would feel like a fraud. To me, that would feel like I let you down. To me, that would feel like everything I've worked so hard was lost in that moment because you look at me like, this guy's a fucking dick. He doesn't know me. I want you to stop and think for real. How would that make you feel? If I invested 3 years of my life communicating with someone and I met with them and I felt like I knew them, and again, I don't know everybody I communicate with at 100% either, but I would jog my memory. I'd remember the conversation in a second, and I'd be like, oh my God, how's the kids? Blah, blah, what? Something like that, right? Or dude, you finally made it. I wouldn't know if you're in the system 3 seconds or 30 years if it's running through AI, but I'd know it if it was running through me. And I got a disclaimer. I respond to 100% of all my DMs personally. I respond to all 100% of my emails personally. It's me. Me. Does it require more work? Yes. But this is the most valuable work you could do as a business owner. Connecting with your audience, connecting with your contacts, connecting with a prospect, connecting with a buyer. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this stuff forever and you should be on your phone 24/7. It's not like that. You could be sitting on the toilet 15 minutes a day communicating and connecting. I know it sounds disgusting, but it's the truth. You do it. I do it. We all do it. You could be sitting there lollygagging while the kids are watching TV on your phone, connecting, communicating, forging relationships. You probably have messages in your inbox right now that you haven't replied to, your DMs that you haven't replied to, because you're expecting some magical potion, internet thing, AI bullshit to come out and solve all these problems. Why do you want to solve the biggest thing that will serve your business? Connection. It's very strange to me that all these fucking people are pushing this shit to you. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. If you do, someone like me will take your company over. I promise you. There's no way you can compete with a guy like me that is genuinely connecting with the customers, genuinely connecting and hearing and listening. And I'm talking in a high-level service-based industry business, agencies, personal brand businesses, blue-collar style business. This is in the trenches, in the ground. Now, if you're doing something on the internet, talking to 1 million people a day and blah, blah, whatever the shit those guys are doing, first of all, most of those fuckers don't even make net revenue. They're valued at crazy numbers because that's just what they do, right? I mean, dude, you guys have heard of Reddit. Reddit in 19 years has never been profitable, and they just went public. All the founding members have made money, but the company's never made money. I don't know how that shit works. I know how to generate net revenue in a company in the first year. That's what I know how to do and beyond, right? Not every year's perfect, but I can tell you right now, I don't understand San Francisco math. I'm using San Francisco as an example, right? These tech startups, I just don't get it. So I don't invest in them. I don't understand how something's worth more money when it's not making any money. It's weird to me. But it works for them. It is. I'm not judging it. It's just, that's it. I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm not. I'm not good at making sense out of something that doesn't make sense. Maybe it holds me back from making money, whatever. But for me, in AI, use AI for creativity maybe. Maybe you're doing podcasts. Maybe you're doing email marketing. Maybe you're ChatGPT 4, 3, 4, 10, 100, whatever number it's at today. I've personally never used it yet. Like I said, lots of my buddies and partners have. But like, let's say if you get stuck and you're like, one thing I do think, I think AI ChatGPT will be really good for is helping you or a user ask better questions, to learn how to ask better questions, because better questions equal better outcome. That kind of sounds like life, right? How to make $100? You'll find the answer. How to make $100 million? You seek that question, you will find that answer eventually, right? I just talked about this today on my walk, quick talk from the walk. I remember back in Ohio in 1996, man, I was sitting there, I was working. I love like 16 hours a day, like clockwork. I was working hard, but my bank account wasn't matching my effort. And listen, I'm not judging. I was in the game and I wasn't going to stop. But I see too many great people, too hard-headed to like adjust accordingly. Pick your head up once in a while and ask a better question. Know that you don't know everything. But I was like, dude, if I don't change my activities, my results will never show up, right? I want to make more money, but doing these same things, it only can make so much money. See, the thing, I'm getting off track here, but AI is a distraction. AI is confusing and it's a distraction, and no one really can put a dollar amount to it. And I'm talking to hardworking companies. I'm not talking, like I said, the tech stuff. If you're a tech person, congratulations. If you can help me with this and change my mind, please do so. Please do so. Message me at Mark Evans DM in Instagram or Facebook, and it will be me personally answering you, even if it's your AI bullshit. But I will get in your AI funnel and pay money to solve this problem. I don't think it's a problem to solve for me. Actually, I know it's not. I'm not trying to solve a humanization problem. That we're in this big culture world where everyone's trying to do less and make more. I like that concept. I understand that. But do less of certain things, not everything. See, the thing is if you're letting go of the important pieces, right? If I'm letting go of relationship capital because I'm utilizing AI, am I really building relationship capital, or am I manipulating you thinking that you're talking to me? See, I see it as manipulation. And you can make some money doing that. But I'm not in this business of life just to make money. Let me just say, maybe that's why AI, that's an interesting thought. I'm not in this just for money. I'm past making money. I will make more money. I want to make more money, but I'm not willing to sacrifice one of my core values of being a great human, connecting with great humans intentionally and on purpose, and me doing it myself. I love connecting with people. I love to solve problems that people are struggling with that I feel like I can solve through my journey of entrepreneurship in life. It's enjoyable to me. Some people are the opposite. Some people say, fuck you, you're a number, stand in line, talk to my AI bot, and send me money. They both work. I like mine because that's who I am. So at the end of the day, what do you want AI to do for you? Is AI maybe data stacking? Understanding what your customers are doing? By the way, this shit's been in existence forever. When I was running the large real estate investment company doing single family turnkey deals, we were one of the largest in the country. We were utilizing data sources to stack data against our buyers to understand who our avatar buyer was. So we'd take 1,000 of our, say 500 of our buyers, we would plug them into a system. We'd have full information on them. We knew their name, we knew their addresses, we knew approximately how much they had to invest. We knew what they bought. We knew what kind of employer they were or business owner they were. We understood the data. And then we'd push it into a data company, and the data company would create an avatar-like individual. So when we went spending money on marketing, we could attack that avatar. We could talk to the clients that we could serve. Keep in mind, we only did cash. Average deal was $75,000. So if you didn't have $75,000 in cash, we could not help you buy a house from us because we didn't do that type of deal. Yes, there's companies that do financing. We didn't. We were very clear on what we did and how we did it. Again, that's the beautiful thing about that. But that's not AI. That's called data stacking. A lot of people are confused. AI, data stacking with data and AI. Dude, it's fucking, all you're doing is stacking data. Now, AI can help you stack it easier for people like you and I, like they're not very technical, because you can plug this stuff in. But just so you know, unless it's an isolated environment in AI, there's things that can happen. Let me ask you a question too. A lot of people are writing books with AI. I saw some guy bragging about how he made 15 grand creating a book in AI. Okay, that's cool. I'm not knocking it. But don't you feel kind of weird? And he bragged about how it only took 20 minutes to do this, by the way. Is it weird that you wrote a book in you plugged in information into an AI system to create a book that you can sell, and you feel good about that? Maybe you do. I don't know. But again, I'm not trying to make 20 grand. I'm not trying to create a book. I don't even know what the fuck the book says. I always have this saying, just because you can sell it doesn't mean you should. 4 years ago, I should have took that advice. I sold something and we sold a lot of it, but it blew up. Cost me millions of dollars, negative millions of dollars. Sometimes we got to stop and ask ourselves, just because we can sell it doesn't mean we should sell it. Yes, it could come from good intentions. Yes, it could come from, everything's proper. But sometimes there's uncontrollables that are out of your control that you're getting involved in. In AI, if you did that, okay, you make 20 grand. You created a book, you sold it. What do you do next? Like, that's just a money grab. That's not building a business. See, maybe that's the difference. I'm building a business, and my business is relationship capital, brand, connecting, communicating, relating, understanding, helping, serving. These are our core values. Our core value is not like, make money, do nothing, enjoy life. I want you to go back to that last thing I talked about at the beginning. How would it make you feel if you invested 3 years of your life, felt like you really knew me and I was connecting with you and we were talking about good stuff? By the way, AI can do that. I'm sure of it because they can find my voice. I've done hundreds and hundreds of podcasts, hundreds and hundreds of Zooms and all. I upload all this information. It would find my voice and it'd talk like I talk, sound like I talk, punctuate like I punctuate. Like you wouldn't know the difference. But when we met in that moment in person, we would know the difference. I don't want to ever put myself in that position or someone that genuinely is connecting and investing their time with me. Money aside, your biggest investment is your time. Even on this podcast show, I'm very clear on I'm not here to waste your time ever. I want you to know I'm genuinely want to help you in every step of the way. Me personally. By the way, that fills my cup. Some people it doesn't. So maybe they use AI. Maybe there's a lot of stuff I could do better. And I'm not acting like I know everything here. But I do know this. I know for a fact, no one would feel good meeting me 3 years later, knowing that you talked to AI at that moment, thinking it was me. I wouldn't, nor would you. When we could brag about AI is so cool, AI is so amazing. At that moment, game over. I would recommend you never buy anything from anybody if that's happened. Ever. Nothing. Because to me, that's fake. What else is fake? Just because they can sell it, just because it works, doesn't mean you should implement it. I'm a good old-fashioned, guys. Keep in mind, I'm pre-internet. I used to go beat on doors, get rejected, get spit at, get yelled at, get chased out with guns, sit down in houses full of roaches, drink, getting offered lemonade. I always said yes to it. Never drank it, right? Never start a potential sales conversation with a no. Yes, I'd love to have a glass of lemonade. Thank you for asking. These are things you learn by being in the trenches, communicating and connecting with great people. Just because they don't look like us, just because they don't act like us, just because they don't think like us doesn't mean they're bad people. And you're going to toss them into AI. Is there a lot of wasted conversations? Well, if you look at it like that, yes. But I saw every conversation as an opportunity to improve. I saw every conversation as an opportunity to learn how other people see things and understand, to be open-minded, to see different points of views. AI doesn't do that. AI is a one-sided point of view. It's mine because it's my voice. It's me. I'm yelling, blah, 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 blah. When I'm sitting in that house and that person says, get the fuck out of my house, I don't like you, and you look at them and you say, okay, understood. Thank you for your time. I'm learning patience. I'm learning demeanor. The truth is that never happened again after that point. Why? Because I shouldn't even been in that house sitting down with them because I forced myself in the house almost. I used cool sales tactics to get in there. I could have got myself killed because I could get in the door and sit at the table doesn't mean I should have. So you learn through these activities and actions. There's many things I'm like, damn, in the moment, like I'm wasting my time. This is stupid. This is so dumb. There's got to be a better way. I'm not saying you shouldn't be thinking like this, but also have the filter and the lens of why am I doing this? Me sweeping the floor every day, I could be the most efficient, effective floor sweeper in the world, That's not going to get me to the end result. Yes, if there's AI that can sweep a floor, I'm in for that. But when you start talking about connecting with humans, sharpening your axe, if you will, your skills of learning, creating a silver tongue, if you will, which I do not have. I'm just genuinely direct, straightforward. I say very stupid shit all the time, but it's who I am. I'm there to help. I'm there to serve. I'm there to connect. Do you know how many deals I've not done? Do you know how many deals when I'm on the phone or in person back in the day? And, we did lots of real estate stuff. So you're dealing with grieving folks because we used to the neighbor's dogs are going crazy. But we used to deal with people that, their parents would pass or their cousin or spouse or whatever. So we're dealing with grieving folks. Do you know how many times I was in that room? And again, sometimes I wouldn't know if I'm calling them outbounding or showing up to their house. It would just be a lead. But I'm meeting, hey, Nancy, how are you doing? Not so good. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's going on? Well, I just lost my grandparents 3 weeks ago. I hate to hear that. Nancy, listen, what I have to say is nothing important like that. I'll get back with you later. In the meantime, sorry for your loss. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you. I'd literally go straight to the truck. Either or I'd call my assistant and say, I'm sitting in front of Nancy's house at 123 Anytown Street. I want to get flowers over to them immediately. Spend $50 to $100 for sympathy flowers. Let them know we're thinking about them. I appreciate their time, blah, 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 or whatever. And by the end of the day, they'd have them. I'm not there to sell them. I'm there to help them. Guess what? By me being a genuine human being, do you think I did less deals or more deals in those situations? Because every other fucking sales guy or gal out there, go hard, close them, get them while they're weak, kick them while they're down, help them. Wait, you just said kick them while they're down, or all this shit, but now you're saying help them. Well, you ain't helping them when they're distraught, when they're scared, when they're frustrated, when they're overwhelmed. Listen, I'm not saying you can't help people in these situations, but you got to be aware of this full situation, understand how I can genuinely help them. And I'm not there personally to close someone in that situation. But what happened inevitably is by me sending flowers, they actually would always call us back and say, oh my God, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. And often we would do deals with them because I created human connection. AI may fake it and may fill the consumer. And guys, listen, we know we're in a sick world. This is true story. I have a buddy of mine. He lives a complex over from me here in Florida. His wife is a very large online influencer, very pretty, has all this cool stuff going on. They literally, and him and I talked about this, I was like, dude, that's disgusting. They literally took her voice, took her likeliness, and turned it into AI. People pay a monthly subscription to date his wife on AI. And what's even more fucked up, the individual paying knows it's AI, and my buddy, his girl and him are making 6 figures a month off of this disgusting tool. Listen, if that's what you want to do, I'm all for it. Whatever. It's not my wife. It's not my life. It is what it is. But how sick does one have to be to know that you're paying for a fake robot to act as if you're a relationship, that you have a fake relationship with this individual? There's some weird shit going on. And there's a lot of money to be made doing that, but that's not what I'm in it for. AI. Does it help you or hurt you? And like I said, I genuinely think if you're in the service-based industry, if you care about your brand, if you care about relationships, and you're in this game forever, which I am, I'm in it forever. I swear on my life, you follow me, but the day I'm dying, I will be thinking about you guys. I will be thinking about people I'm connecting with. I'll be sharing this information with my kids, my grandkids, I hope, and my great-grandkids even, depending how long I live. I will be sharing with them about connecting with humans. I want my dream is always like when my funeral, i.e. my celebration of life, I want people waiting for days to get in there to see me because they're like, dude, this fucking guy made an impact at me. That's not easy. It's not convenient. Very ever is it convenient, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You know how cool it is when I see my son and my daughter with me and my wife and we're hanging out. Someone comes and is like, dude, Evans, you like 3 years ago, you changed my life, man. You know, you messaged me, you called me up, you spent 10 minutes with me on the phone. I messaged you randomly. You have no fucking clue who I am. You say, dude, what's going on? You connected with me. You got on the phone with me And you were right what you said. And at that moment, I changed my life. And now I'm financially free. I have 2 kids. I'm married. And I've never been happier. I just want to let you know, thank you. To me, that's why I'm doing this game. That fucker didn't give me any money. I had no motivation to make money. I just wanted to help him. Because, if I help him and help hundreds of other people, thousands of other people, tens of thousands of other people, ultimately the relationship capital always pays off. But when I'm laying on my deathbed, it's not like, fuck, man, I sold Johnny $17 free ebook and I did that. No, dude. Who did I improve? Whose life did I improve by my relationships? Whose life did I connect with? Human connection. That to me is what it's about. Just had a buddy. It's his birthday today. Shot him a video. By the way, take 5 minutes today, right after this show. Take 5 minutes today and grab your phone and shoot a video to 3 people you care about. This is my boy. His name's Mark as well. He's like, Mark, happy birthday, man. Appreciate you. Hope you have an amazing day. This fucking guy's going through some real shit right now. Not in his business. Business is crushing it, but his personal life. He has some real stuff going on. Can't talk about it because it's personal, but it's not him. It's, someone in his family. It's hard. It's sad. It's real. We went to lunch a couple weeks ago and we sit down and we were talking about it. I have no financial motivation with this guy. He has no financial motive. We're connected as humans. We're hardworking business owners with lots of responsibilities, lots of cool things going on, lots of real stuff going on, and we connect. AI won't do that for you. It fills my cup. But I want you to take 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, shoot 3 videos. Hey, blah, 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 happy birthday, blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, just thinking about you. You made such an impact in my life, XYZ. Hey, mom and dad, I love you. I'm thinking about you. If you're lucky enough to do that. Your mom and dad might not even be around. Do it to people you know, like, trust, love, want to connect with. Let them know you're thinking about them. If you're holding any stress, shoot these fuckers a video. Let them know, like, dude, listen, the past is the past, man. We'll make it back on another one. Let's go crush it together. I'm here if you need anything. I appreciate you. I respect you. Whatever. Just connect. When you do this, life becomes more enjoyable. It's already hard enough. Unless you're not like me, where some days I feel like I'm by myself. I'm fighting this fucking battle. I don't know why I'll keep going, but I'm going to keep going. I ain't going to quit. AI ain't going to push you through that stuff. The relationships that I build will. Sunday, talking to my M&A attorney about life, connections. Like, hey, man, I'm joining this club. Do you know anybody? He's like, dude, I know 3 people. I'm connecting you right now. Raj, Kevin, Chris, Greg. Actually connected me with 4. Went above and beyond. AI won't do that for you. Oh, by the way, hey, man, I got XYZ going on. You want to connect with us? Here's where we're at. Here's what we're doing. Here's the day we go. You want to roll? Connection, relationship capital, depositing. AI won't do that for you. I urge you to stop the bullshit of AI. If you're lollygagging around, thinking about it, talking about it, understand it's powerful in certain pieces. Never, ever, ever, ever will AI replace a human relationship. A real one. One that matters for both sides. AI is a manipulating tool. That's it. It manipulates information and humans for the benefit of another person. I want you to understand that AI is your enemy. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's real. It is your enemy, your biggest enemy in relationship capital. It literally will diminish your relationship capital on one encounter when you come face to face with this human. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Like I said, real business is not meant to be easy. If everyone would do it, well, if it's so easy, why does everyone do it? This is why. Everyone can't do what I'm talking about because they're so fucking worried about themselves. They're so worried about money that they don't understand the conversation I'm having with you right now. I promise you today, mark my word, you will never see AI plugged into any of my shit, none of my companies, for human relationship capital, ever. If you communicate with Mark Evans DM on any platform ever, that's me. You can ask my guy, Beacon, that one day he went in my inbox and started fucking blowing people up. Immediately, I'm like, dude, if that ever happens again, you're out. We can't do that. I want to know you. I want to genuinely hear what you got going on. Now, I don't mind Beacon going in there and deleting, the spam that everyone gets, the bullshit and all that. Like, hey, man, you looking for a closer? Call me now. Hey, man, I do Instagram videos. Check it out. He deletes that stuff or whatever. I'm talking like you. I really want to get to know you. These shows are for you. Do you understand, like, for real, this podcast show you're listening to right now, I could do this on AI. And I could literally buy back 30, 40, 50 minutes of my time every single week, minimum. Not counting the thought time that it takes to create this show. Not counting the upload time. Not counting, I'm spending thousands of dollars a month to give you a free show to help you. Thousands. Plus, doesn't even include my time. This is important to me to connect with you. And after 160, 170 shows, I don't even know how many I've done on DM, Making of a DM, but I've been doing podcasts since 2015. For free. No sponsors. No AI. Real me. Saying stupid cuss words, even though I say on my thing, don't cuss. I'm just talking to you from my heart, my soul, my gut, my realness. This is who I am. If you meet me in person, this is who I am. It's not like, damn, dude, this is not the same guy. There's no one that's ever said, wow, that's not the same guy I've met before online. What you see online is who I am in person and vice versa. I'm just a good old hillbilly that doesn't look like it, that will work hard, that wants more out of life, that wants a better life to help you, help me, help my family, just like you. Don't get googly-eyed with AI. It will hurt your business. It will hurt your future profits, I promise. And you're better than that. Yes, it requires more work. Yes, it requires more, mindfulness. But that's what you're doing. You're building. This is a rep. Do you think AI is going to make a football player better? The AI can't run the play. The AI can't show up to practice. The AI can't do the proper eating. The AI can't do the workouts. We must do the work to get the results we're seeking. I promise you. I beg you to stop this AI bullshit. On the human connection piece, you must connect with humans, human to human. Your bottom line will grow astronomically forever if you truly do this and believe this. I appreciate you. I'm thinking about you. I'm rooting for you. Message me at Mark Evans DM on Instagram. June 25th, and June 26th in Nashville. If you're coming birthday bash, shoot me a message on Instagram at Mark Evans DM. Say birthday bash. I don't have tickets ready. I don't have website ready. Nothing's ready. Message me. I'll get you on the list. I'll connect with you. I'll see what your goals are. I got you. I'm thinking about you. Let's crush it together. Hope to see you June 25th and 26th in Nashville, Tennessee. So with that said, make today count. Boom!
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. Thought they should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it to discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm Mark Evans DM. Deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.